Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Plans. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
That's all.
But I want to highlight this too, man. I appreciate your service. You know how when you see a veteran with his hat, I know you did a lot for the country, but for the black community, you did a lot, and you still doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I appreciate what you doing for the people, man. Now, man, that's people getting some stuff, and then like I said, they don't know the outcome.
Right.
They don't know, you
Right.
know. But you here to provide a service, and you doing that.
Yeah.
You know.
And I can tell you this. I don't tell everybody, a lot of things that we do.
For sure.
But me, my partner, my son, we even doing more than you even, whatever you even think. And I'm gonna just give you a slight example. Someone wanted to hire us to help them out in a murder case, but we couldn't because there ain't enough time to get ready, so we can't help you. Because if you paying me, I want to be able to provide a service. Means I need to give you value in exchange for your money. So keep your money. But while your other lawyers preparing, we gonna help you anyway. And people don't see. We gonna make the phone. We gonna check some things out. We gonna give you some ideas, bro. You got any questions? Holler at us. Talk to us. So we will give you 3 heads, 4 heads instead of 1. So those are small things, and people will know the phone calls all times of the night. Hey, Alex, I talked to you 6 months ago. This happened. Can you tell me this? And we talk to them over the phone. Because listen, the money gonna follow you if you doing what you're supposed to do.
For sure.
Like I tell my kids, I don't care where you go. If you got the talent, the world will find you. You understand? I was in Dallas. I came back in here because of COVID, back in Shreveport. Hurricane case came. It found me right here. I was in Dallas, minding my own business. Case in San Antonio, biggest case in San Antonio, it found me. It'll find you to provide a service.
Yeah.
I was in Dallas, minding my own business. At the same time, not having the biggest case in San Antonio, I had the biggest case in Michigan. At the same time. People don't know that.
So hold on. You can practice in Louisiana, Texas, Michigan. What other states you can practice in?
I can practice in Louisiana, in Texas, and then the people in Michigan found me.
Oh, okay.
And so what I had to do is ask the court, can I practice law in Michigan? And they said yes. And
so it's like reciprocity.
Yeah, well, they only give you a temporary. I could practice Texas as long as I want, practice Louisiana as long as I want. But in Michigan, when that family called me, they gave me, okay, Alex, you can have 5 cases in Michigan. Hell, I don't need but 1. I got to go this lady, and she was mixed up in some double homicide where her I think her boyfriend had did it, and she was caught up in it. But at the end of the day, she home.
She home. So all right.
Yeah.
We done talked about the hurricane case. We didn't talk about that, but let's really dig into your arsenal.
Yeah.
The young and slow kid.
Yeah.
We go talk about it all. We here. I got batteries charged up, memory cards ready.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Before hurricane, I handled so many. I'm trying to remember all the ones I handled, but I had this kid who's young. Kind of, talk real slow. You could tell, he probably didn't finish, high school. He was like 20 something years, probably like 21. And a guy from Dallas called me and said, man, I got this kid. I need you to help. Alex, he ain't got $20,000, $30,000 for no murder case, but he's been charged with 2nd-degree murder. But I can tell you this, man, I raised this kid when I was in Shreveport. He hung around me, man. He had stuff going on. I would help him as much as I can. I couldn't be his daddy because I got my own family. But I'm telling you, this is a good dude. I'm in. How much money do we get? Bro, we might come up with 5,000. I'm in. At the end of the day, he was facing life in prison. No. Negligent homicide. 5, he probably out right now. You understand? And did the money show up? No, the money didn't show up, but sometimes you connect to these people and they say, man, I need you. And myself, my partner, teaching my son to do the same thing. Sometimes you feel like you got to do it. Again, that's just an example. Before the kid, I'm not gonna mention his name, would kick this, one of them, they really kicked this off. Never forget. Back in the day when I was young as a lawyer, I used to have all, BMWs, big rims on, riding around Shreveport, Natchitoches, young, and doing my thing as a lawyer, me and my partner and stuff. And I met this guy out one night. We started hanging out. We became friends. Years wouldn't go by. We good friends at this point. One day he gave me a phone call. He's at LSU Hospital. He can barely speak. Alex, get here. So I get in my car. I drive to the hospital. He had been shot 13 times. 13 times. He lived. I'm gonna fast forward to you, a year go by. Now he done shook back. I'm walking again. 13 times. But when that happened, when the police officers came down to the hospital to speak to him, they were talking to him about where the drugs at. Now, I've been shot 13 times by somebody I just told you who shot me. We want to know where the drugs at. I ain't talking about no drugs. I'm calling Alex. So we don't give them no statement. A year go by. They never arrest the guy. The guy is now in his neighborhood where his parents live. He done moved away, but when he come home, he gotta go see his parents, but the dude's still there. He 3 houses down.
And where did this take place?
We're gonna leave the location alone.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say the location, identify who the person is, and gotta protect them. But this other guy approached him in an aggressive manner. Incidentally, this other guy is now dead. But now the suspect for his homicide is my client who was shot 13 times 1 year ago. So we go to court. We have some hearings. I established, but for the police department doing a damn job, would we be here right now? So we want to say that my client committed this. But is he the person who committed it? Or is it the police department failing to do their job? He had to protect himself with all rights. He had to protect himself by all means, right? He was sitting in his jail cell. Now this is the one story that happened. That one of them times I was like, God damn. He called me. He screaming on the phone, Alex. I said, what's up, Alex? I'm out. I said, what? He said, man, they came to my jail cell, opened it, and told me to go home after my hearing.
Wow.
Right. So think about that. All that I just told you. So he out. You know who gonna ride up and come see me? Gonna come to my kids' games. Mm-hmm. We at with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So you already know where we at right now. Mm-hmm. So he always call me. Man, bro.
Wow.
Like, thank you,
man.
Thank you. You came through. And that just, these are just, these are some of the stories and stuff that I have that I never told before.